On this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog, what will be the top 10 movies at the box office this weekend? Will Tyler Perry be able to scare up another comedic win, or will a global weather disaster get the #1 spot? I have my ideas. This is the Box Office Predictions Show, and we're starting right now. Welcome back to Jeffito's Movie Blog. I'm Jeff Malicki, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button. I bring you movie news, movie reviews, trailer reaction videos, box office predictions, and so much more. So hit that subscribe button, and then click that little bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. I didn't have a good week last week, only correctly guessing the top 3 films. Box Office Mojo correctly guessed 5 out of 10, Box Office Pro correctly guessed 6 out of 10, and Box Office Profits correctly guessed 4 out of 10. Taking a look at our accuracy percentages on the year so far, I still have a slight lead at 53.57%. Box Office Mojo is in second place with 51.32%, Box Office Pro is in third place with 49.37%, and Box Office Profits is in fourth with an accuracy percentage of 43.57% so far this year. And now that we're caught up on the scoreboard, let's get into my predictions for this weekend. At number 10, I have The Mountain Between Us. The film has currently made a little under $23 million on a production budget of $35 million. Last weekend it earned $5.75 million. This weekend I'm going to say it will earn about $3 million. At number 9, I have American Made. Last weekend it earned $5.5 million. This weekend I think it's going to come in with about $3.5 million. Coming in at number 8, I have It. This movie is still doing phenomenally well, earning more than $315 million here in the US and over $635 million worldwide. It has done incredible so far, and I think it will continue to do well as we get ever closer to Halloween. I have it adding another $4 million or so this weekend. At number 7, I have The Foreigner. Last weekend it earned a touch over $13 million. I'm going to give it about a 50% drop and say it will earn $6.5 million in its sophomore weekend. At number 6, I have The Snowman. Despite the fact that the trailer looked intriguing, I'm hearing some pretty negative things about this movie, which is disappointing because I think it has a lot of great talent, both in front of and behind the camera. I think it will open with about $7 million in its debut weekend. At number 5, I will go with Blade Runner 2049 with another $8 million. This movie deserves to be doing so much better than what it has done so far. Please, if you consider yourself a movie fan, you owe it to yourself to see Blade Runner 2049 on the biggest screen possible with the best sound system possible. It is just a wonder to behold. Go ahead and check it out. At number 4, I have Only the Brave. This is a fantastic film, definitely worth a watch, but I was talking to a few friends of mine that live in Arizona, and the memory of this event is still a little bit raw to them, so it might be difficult for some viewers. Still, like I said, definitely worth a watch. If not in the theaters, then certainly on Netflix or Redbox or on demand. I think it will open with about $8.5 million. Coming in third, I will put Happy Death Day. This movie was a bit of a surprise last weekend, earning $26 million. I think it's going to have a pretty significant drop, but it should still manage to pull in about $11.5 million or so in its second weekend. At number 2, I will put Geostorm. This is a dumb, fun, thoroughly entertaining disaster flick that would fit in perfectly alongside other disaster movies from the late 90s and early 2000s, like Independence Day, Twister, The Day After Tomorrow, and 2012. Unfortunately, I do think that a lot of audiences have moved on and they want a little bit more substance from their movies now. I also don't think that this release date is too kind to it. Maybe if it had opened in March or April, right before the big summer blockbuster season, it would do a little bit better. Still, I have it coming in with about $12 million in its opening frame. And at number 1, I will go with Tyler Perry's Boo 2: A Madea Halloween. Last year, Boo surprised us all by being the #1 film 2 weekends in a row, opening with about $28 million or so, if I remember correctly. I don't think that Boo 2 will get quite that high, but it should still pull in about $23 million this weekend, which will give it a very healthy lead over Geostorm to easily take the first place in its debut. And so to recap, number 1, Tyler Perry's Boo 2: A Madea Halloween with $23 million. Number 2, Geostorm with $12 million. Number 3, Happy Death Day with $11.5 million. Number 4, Only the Brave with $8.5 million. Number 5, Blade Runner 2049 with $8 million. Number 6, The Snowman with $7 million. Number 7, The Foreigner with $6.5 million. Number 8, It, earning another $4 million. Number 9, American Made with $3.5 million. And at number 10, The Mountain Between Us with $3 million. So those are my predictions for this weekend, October 20th through 22nd, 2017. Get your predictions in down below, and also let me know what movies you're planning on seeing this weekend. Real quick, as long as you're here, make sure that you click on that subscribe button and become a subscriber to my channel if you haven't already. And if you like what I'm doing here and want to help to support future videos, head on over to my Patreon page and consider becoming a Patreon supporter. It is totally voluntary, you don't have to sign up, but if you do, I would greatly appreciate it. If that isn't something that interests you, that's okay too. I'm just glad that you're here watching and enjoying my videos. That will wrap things up for this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog. Thank you so much as always for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.